Everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones for more science, space and tech news to share with you. Came across this at RT.com. Yes, Telegram is no anarchic paradise, according to Pavlov Durrell. Yes, the CEO has denied the claims that the messenger is a safe haven for criminals. Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? He seems to be the only one that's been arrested. Elon Musk, they're trying to arrest him. But they're not doing much to our little mate Zuckerbucks over here, are they? They slap him with a fine occasionally, it makes no difference. I wonder why. I'm thinking they arrested Pavel, and like they're trying to. Elon Musk has had a couple of attempts on his life, and they're constantly trying to. The US government's trying to constantly harass him, and so is Brazil, because I have a funny feeling Elon knows where the bodies are buried, and the same here with Pavlov. Pavlov? Pavel Durov. Gee, that's a little bit of a worry, David. But yes, it's a Freudian slip. But yes, it's very, very interesting that they're going after these guys. They wouldn't have gone after Jack Dorsey with Twitter 1.0 because Jack would know where the bodies are buried, but he wouldn't say a word. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Telegram's CEO Pavel Durov has said that it is completely wrong to portray his encrypted messenger as a platform where criminals can act with impunity. Now, the Russian-French businessman defended Telegram after being charged by the French authorities with allowing the dissemination of illegal content. Now, Durov released a lengthy statement on his Telegram channel on Thursday saying that he had cooperated with French law enforcement in the past. When asked, I personally helped him establish a hotline with Telegram to deal with the threat of terrorism in France, he wrote. See, that's what he gets for cooperating with them. Fascinating, isn't it? Durov acknowledged that Telegram, which currently has more than 950 monthly active users, has been experiencing growing pains, and that made it easy for criminals to abuse the platform. He promised to significantly improve content management. Establishing the right balance between privacy and security is not easy. You have to reconcile privacy laws with law enforcement requirements, local laws with EU laws, Durov continued, stressing that his company has been open to dialogue and committed to engaging with regulators to find the right balance. Still didn't matter though, he still got arrested. The tech billionaire added that Telegram was prepared to leave markets that aren't compatible with our principles, citing disagreements he had with regulators in Russia and Iran. Telegram was banned in Russia from 2018 and 2020 and continues to be blocked in Iran. We are driven by the intention to bring good and defend the basic rights of people, particularly in places where those rights are violated, Durov wrote. Yeah, look what's happening with Musk in Brazil. Yes, the reason they're attacking him is because, it would, as I say, it would never happen with Jack Dorsey with Twitter 1.0. You notice what's not happening with Mark Zuckerbucks? Yeah. He gets a nice slap on the wrist and a nice fine, and nothing happens. Have a look, and I did a video on this. Biden demanded COVID censorship, according to Zuckerberg. So, are they threatening Zuckerbuck's life? Are they going to arrest him? It's interesting, isn't it? Probably not. Fascinating. All of that does not mean Telegram is perfect. Even the fact that the authorities could be confused by where to send requests is something we should improve. But the claims in some media that Telegram is some sort of anarchic paradise are completely untrue. Responding to the accusations of lax moderation policy practices, Durov said that Telegram takes down millions of harmful posts and channels every day and publishes daily transparency records about actions taken against the dissemination of illegal content, including child abuse and terrorism. This reminds me when I used to work for a bank many years ago in their card section. People would ring up and go, I've just had a fraudulent, transaction on my card. Okay. Do you know how many millions of transactions go through a bank in a day? But I expect you to monitor my account. No problem. We'll look into your account. You can't do that. It violates my privacy. Fascinating, isn't it? So there's a balance between a duty of care and violating people's privacy. And people just don't seem to understand that. Plus the fact that I always look at it this way. Are we going to arrest the CEO of Ford because somebody got drunk, stole a car and ran to a busload of kids? No, of course we're not. You blame the individual. Are we going to blame these individuals for inciting, for doing horrible things to kiddies and terrorism-like acts? Probably, but we're going to go after the CEO as well. No, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous to me. If you go on social media and do something that's absolutely terrible, right? That's you. That's not the platform. It's fascinating, isn't it? And by the way, I'll leave the link to the main article below the video so you can pop in, check out the embedded links, go for a bit of a deeper dive if you want beyond the main article. Makes for an interesting read, believe me. French police detained Durov 2 weeks ago after his private jet landed in Paris-Le Bourget airport. He was charged with a dozen offences in connection with the crimes being committed using Telegram. And released on bail a few days later, the messenger's alleged refusal to cooperate with authorities ultimately led the investigators to Durov. The prosecutors said in a press release. The CEO, however, denied that Telegram had been ignoring requests from authorities. And it would not surprise me if he was cooperating and they still arrested him. I mean, goodness sake, look what they do to Elon Musk. Isn't it funny? Before he took over Twitter, Elon Musk was the golden-haired boy. Rocket Man, you know, Starlink satellite internet connections with satellites and, you know, electric vehicles, zero emission god, and now all of a sudden he's a loony and bloody, you know, just about enemy number one after Trumpy. You ever notice that with Donald Trump, that before he came down the golden escalator, everybody loved him? Yes. Interesting, isn't it? That's because they're both radicals. They're both mavericks. And this is the same as Pavel Durov. He's a radical, right? He's a maverick, right? This guy here plays by the rules of a game that personally I wouldn't want to play, you know? And then, but it still blows me away that he come out and openly admits something that we all thought was a conspiracy theory. Has anybody attempted to do what they've done to Pavel Durov or try to assassinate assassinating Elon Musk? Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Because even though he's come out and admitted this, the powers that be in the EU and the American government and every other government in the world still has control over Zuckerbucks. They don't have control over Elon Musk or Pavel Durov or Donald Trump. That's why this is happening. It's about losing control. Look at Google, look at YouTube. All they got to do is make one phone call or press one little button and say, hey, we want this person pulled off YouTube. We want search results taken out of your Google search engine. Boom. Fascinating. And yet these guys, like Elon Musk, tells them to... And what happens? Yes. Fascinating. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care. And as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And before I forget, join us at 11 a.m. Saturday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, for a live stream where we'll discuss some science, space, and tech news. It'll be really good to catch up with you and have a little chin wag, as the old expression goes. It'll be fantastic. All right, and as I also always say,
go fuck yourself. But go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.